They don't make them like they used to, do they?
Oh,
I tell you, brother. Oh, Lordy, Lordy. God. You know, what a great day it is. I don't smoke, man. That's one habit I never had, man. I appreciate it. All right. Oh, Lord. Oh, wow. Okay, good deal. Ooh, Lord. Lordy, Lord. I tell you what. Oh, oh my God, I love this. I love this. This is so amazing. This is so amazing, people. You know, I never thought in in a million years, that I'd be able to do things I'm being able to do now. Never in a million years. I know who my friends are. I know who my friends are. I know who's helping me. It's all right. Thank you. I appreciate that, though. Thank you. So, we got to do this step by step. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. I said, at first I was kind of like, well, I really don't want to do this. But then I was like, wait a minute. It has to be done. It has to be done. So I was like, what's the best way to do this without, you know, drawing too much attention to it? And he's like, well, what we can do is we can send out cease and desist orders, or we can go ahead and apply for restraining orders. And I said, you know what? I've seen them do it on YouTube before with cease and desist. It really don't work. There's nothing that really ever done. And he was like, pretty much. He's like, well, what that is mostly anyways is, it's a warning pretty much that legal action has been sought or will be sought. And I'm like, well, let's just go ahead and push the restraining orders. I want to push the restraining orders. He said, who's your first one? I said, Angelo Stevens. So he said, do you have his information? I said, yes, I do. I gave the information to him. He looked at it. He said, no, exactly what he's doing. So I showed him a few links. And a lot of the things are members only, that you can go to it and look. So he was like, okay, so here's what we're going to do with this. And he told me what we was going to do. He said, who's your next person? I said, it's a toss-up. He said, what's that? I said, it's a creator that goes by Mama T. A creator that goes by Mama T. I said, yeah, her real name. And I said her real name. I showed what I was doing. He said, let me tell you with this. He said, are there charges currently? I said, no. He called down to Florida. To make sure there were no charges or anything of that. She's putting out fake and false information. Not only can I get a restraining order on Mama T, I can get much, much more. Next person said, I have 4 of them. I told you I had 4. He said, who is it? I said, Jimbo Collins. I showed him the stand, showed him that there's over 890 live videos about me. Nothing's ever been proven about me. Nothing. All his stuff is fake, false. Not only is he in the same predicament as Mama T, but a worse predicament. He's in a worse predicament because of his current charges now. He said, who's your 4th one? I gave him the 4th name. He said, oh my God. Wow. So we're going to do this And we're going to group all these people together because they're kind of for the same image, same group. Because they was, no matter whether they are now, but in the past, they've grouped together. So we're going to go after everything. He said, our main goal is to show enough gang stalking and YouTube not doing anything to where we can go after YouTube. I asked him, I said, what could we be looking at? He said, for 4 years, he said, let's just say an average settlement of $75K per year, plus mental anguish, plus you being locked up unlawfully and all that. He said, they probably settle out for about $8 or $9 million. And he said, we're going to push it for more like 15 or 20 million. And I said, okay, let's do that. He said, there's a few things we have to do first. He said, I need you to publicly make an announcement telling these people to leave you alone. It's kind of a cease and desist. He said, we can also send out those. He had to get a few more information. And he said, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Today, he don't have much on his plate. He said, usually on, every other day, Tuesdays, Thursdays, he never really that much busy. He's always Monday, Wednesday, and Friday guy. But he said, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to look into this more. I gave him the channels. I gave him about 8 or 9 channels to look into. He said, okay. So he's writing it down. And I was like, well, he said, can you show me where you did this and you did that? I said, yeah. So I gave him my information. I gave him my social security number, which he already had before. I gave it to him over again. I said, here, look. I said, do you want me in my acceptance letters from where I did detailed security at Trump Towers? I can get you all those too as well. Do you want references? I can get you references. I can get you whatever you need. So that's what we're working on. So Southern Girl, if you can you take your $50 back from Constance Sue? Because I don't want her as a tiger. I don't want her as a tiger. We want nothing to do with Constance Sue. We don't want nothing at all to do with Constance Sue at all. To be honest with you, I really don't want nothing to do with any of them. Now, to the person who keeps messaging me, look, I understand that. I understand. I'm not that man I once was. I understand that. I'm trying to get back to that. I don't have the resources, but I soon will. I soon will. It just takes time. Now, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't want to cause nobody no trouble, but I'm not that person you put me out to be. I'm more. And when you start talking to people like that, so I don't want your money. I don't want your money, guys. Simple as that. I don't want your money. When you all say I'm taking money, I don't want your money. I don't want your money at all. I don't want your money at all. I'm not out on the field. Well, I'm actually in the field right now doing stuff, but I don't want your money until I'm looking for missing children or something of that nature. And then I'll gladly accept your money. That's the way it is from now on, here on out. That's the way it's going to be. That's the way it is. And there ain't a goddamn thing you all can do to stop it. And I love that part. I love that part. I love that part. I can't wait to get into the new position. I can't wait to that. Can't wait. I've been waiting for this for so long. It says, Ernie, get the pic of you and a kid off Fubar site. It's a grow. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. No idea. They are. I'm glad that this is happening now. I'm glad. I'm glad that I have people in my corner. I'm glad that I have people who are willing to understand and see what's going on. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's been a while. It's been a while because for the longest time, I have waited and waited and waited, and I thought my life was over. I was ready to give up on life. I believed these idiots on YouTube, and it just took a small voice to say, "Hey, wait a minute. Look, check this out. We done an investigation on you. You're proven fact." That's all I needed. So I'm glad that I went to jail. I'm glad that I was arrested. I'm glad that Secret Service assisted because they're the ones who showed me and who told me, like, hey, you're fact. Our investigation's over with. And no matter what you want to hear from Bigfoot Tina or Lying Debbie and all of them, we just called Florida confirmed. There is no charges. There is nothing. I'm a free man. I plan on suing Northport Police Department as well. And I'm going to. Hold on a second. The fuck did Ryan park at? God dang. I'll tell you what, it's hard to find parking spots. Parking spots these days can be some of the worst things ever. God, I love this. I love this. I feel free. And I am free. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all. Somebody messaged me a while ago. Do I have any hard or ill feelings toward other creators? No, I do not. I do not. Okay, I do not. But I plan on doing something that's never before been done before. That's what I plan on doing. I'm not the kind of person to take other people's venues and other people's places and other people's things and do stuff with. I like to make my own. I like to be fresh. I like to be new. I don't like to do things over and over and over that other creators have done. I don't like that a bit, as a matter of fact. Thank you so much. As for boat industries, you're next. You're next on that list. I appreciate everybody. Thank you. Thank you all. I've got 1 year. I've got 1 year to make all this happen, from probation to all this other stuff. And I will run for governor, in which I will win. And that is a fact. That is a fact. If I run, I will win. If I run, I will win. Too many people in Kentucky has been doomed and hurt by the legal system. I will fix that. First day in office. Thank you. That means so much to me. It really does. But like I said, if I run, I will win. That's the part I love. Thank you. I'll check y'all's messages here in a minute. Let me get to the car right fast. Y'all listen to this music right fast. I got a few things I got to tell a few people here. So just listen to some music. I'll be back in about 2 minutes. Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch you go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is
If you ain't from here, then you won't understand. This is my country. This is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house. I'm a stand-up man. You better believe it, cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away. And get to leaving, or I'll let this 12 gauge do all my speaking. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Push me on the edge, cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. And all I see is red, boy. I told you not to cross that line. I'm giving you a chance, boy. You see the devil in a glance, boy. So I can knock you out your pants, boy. I told you not to fuck with mine. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
I'm so happy, guys. So happy. It feels so good to finally be able to do what I want to do. And nothing says, nothing they can do. Thank you, Alan. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. That means a lot. I will definitely do that. I'm so happy. So happy. I'm grateful to be given this second chance, this second opportunity. I will not destroy this opportunity. I want to thank Trish Stratus for helping me with all my lawyer consultation fees. I could have never done this without you. Thank you so much. That means so much. It means so much. I'm going to. Trish, you're the one who done this for me. I'm telling you. If I wouldn't have listened to you the other night, I wouldn't have been able to do this. To be honest with you, you gave me the confidence, and I know it's not. No, you don't understand what we just did. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. And she told me that I could post this right here too. She told me that I could post this, and I'm going to. You see, me and Trish Stratus, we've been friends for a long time. A long time. A lot of people didn't know that, did you? You see, a lot of people didn't know. A lot of people didn't know that. You see, she's helping me with my exposure. She has over 2 million followers. Go look. Go look. You think I'm lying? You think I'm joking? She told me that I could do this for you all. She's going to prove that I'm real. You see, me and Trish we've been friends for years. You're not going to beat me, people, because I am real. Thank you, Trish. Thank you. I'm not perfect. I don't claim to be perfect, but I once was this man who was able to do these things, and it's coming around again. I get my second chance. Am I as young as I was in 2017, 2016? No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. It just takes the right person to meet who has that already to lend a helping hand to help someone. Trish, I could never done this without you. I mean, I had followers, I have supporters, but they have no money like what you have. And what you've helped me with today, I'll be honest with you, when I walked in and I sat down in the office, I got they told me to wait a few minutes. I got on Brad's panel. I went on Brad's panel because Pink Bo was up there. And I was thinking the whole time as I was up there, I was thinking that the whole time while I was up there, do I tell them where I'm at? And our Brad is ass banging son of a bitch. Bleh, 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 bleh. Bullshit. I thought about it. I was like, is this what YouTube has become? There's no foundation anymore. There's not a foundation to this. Anybody can just be anybody. And that's wrong. You can trick the people. You can do that to people. And then I seen Lori 33. I have nothing against Lori 33. Nothing at all. She don't like me because she don't understand my principles. She don't understand the way I think. We may not see eye to eye, but that was terrible. It was horrible. It was horrible what Pink Bo Birdo did to her. That was horrible. How many people have tried to help you, Trish? What have you done? Trish has done something that nobody else was going to help me with. Nobody could have helped me with. Nobody could have. Do you know that she could write that off now? Because she's also going to help us become a nonprofit organization. You see, the whole big deal about it is I'm going to do these classes. I get $8,000 to go back to college, to go get my degrees, to go get what I need to do. Okay. They don't offer the training that I want to go into. I already have it. All I have to do is not even get a non-degree to get certified to do this. And then I can implement my own training from the VCAC, from the Department of Homeland Security for child predator prevention in the state of Kentucky. I'll start out in Lexington. I'll start out with Louisville. They'll give me money for my class to schedule and start my curriculum. I can get up to $250,000. You know how much money it actually takes to get that started? Do you all understand how much money that's going to take? Nothing. That's a drop in the bucket for that. I'll be able to set my own prices and do what I want to do with that. That will be offered. It is still April Fool's. And let me tell you something. I never did like April Fool's. One of my girlfriends broke up with me on April Fool's one time. And I swore up and down. I was like, wait a minute. This has to be April Fool's. And I was like, wait a minute. This has to be April Fool's. This has to be. And she's like, no, it's not April Fool's. And I'm like, well, who you seeing now? I thought it was still April Fool's. It turned out it wasn't. It wasn't April Fool's. April the 1st. I never forget that. Never will forget that day. And I was just thinking to myself, wow. But what was wild about it, on April 3rd, 2 days later, we caught a guy in Brownsville. And I made it's like $4,000, $4,600 for my part. You know what? That same girl that broke up with me 2 days before. She found out we made this capture and I made 4,000. It's like 4,500, 4,300, something like that. She messaged me back. She's like, "Oh my God, hey, I heard about your cat. Hey, okay. Maybe I jumped to conclusion. You goddamn sure did. On April Fool's Day, you sure did. You jumped to conclusions, all right. It's like all you YouTubers do. Jump to conclusions. You jump to what you think you know. You never know what's really out there. But people, you're going to find out. And it's going to start. It's going to start. You see, I'm not your enemy. I've never been your enemy. But you're not going to degrade me. You're not going to put me down and discredit what I've done. There's no way. You're not doing it. You're not going to do it. You're not being able to either. I may not be that person I once was. I may not have the same attitude. I may not have the same heart that I once had. But I am still that same person. There's nothing that you all can do. Nothing that you can do to stop this. You see, Brad, Kales, you all played the perfect part the other day. When the DOC had heard about things, they came and they seen themselves. Kentucky officials seen themselves what was going on and how bad it really was. See, if you was to say, hey, look, I'm being gang stalked here. This is happening here. They're going, oh, well, they ain't really nothing. But they see now. Now, after all this is said and done, I will overturn the ruling. Because my ultimate goal is to be governor. And I will win. If I run, I will win. If I'm able to run, I will win. Fact. Donald Trump convicted of 34 felonies. Our president, one of the greatest presidents ever in the history of the United States. 34 felon. He's a felon. That makes me proud to be a felon. If he can run, why can't I? All I have to do is get enough people saying, hey, this is the man for the job. All I have to do on camera is bust 4 or 5 predators in big time scene and maybe officials that are child predators and put it on the air. That's all I have to do. And I'm going to do that. Did you know that Trish has offered to pay for my pages on Facebook for exposure? She's offered to put up $5,000 for me to run ads on Facebook. $5,000 just to start, just to draw the regions, just to draw the areas. So I don't want your money. I don't want your money. I never wanted your money. But you all made it seem like I wanted money. Right here, right now, I could have took that money that Trish put up for lawyers. I could have took that money. I could have took it. I could have said, I could have thrown her a guilt story. I could say, hey, I'm down on my luck. I'm hurting. I have no food. I have no clothes. I barely have clothes that even fit me from getting out of jail. I could have said all that shit. She would have easily gave me $2,000 or $3,000. Easy. Trish Stratus would have easily gave me that kind of money. It ain't nothing to her. It's a drop. It's a drop in the bucket. It's a drop in the bucket for her. Did I do it? No, I did not. I said, help me with what's going to mean the most in life. And she did. She did. She did. Don't you think that I'm going to pay her back from YouTube expenses and stuff? I'll win this case. I'll win this hands down. Too many people admitted themselves why they came after me. I'll win this case hands down. I won't even have to take it anywhere. They'll settle. They'll settle out of court. But I won't settle for no less than $8 or $9 million. That's enough to fund 5 or 6 different companies. Now, I'm going rock climbing because it's what I like to do. I don't plan on being on YouTube all day. I want to go rock climbing. I may take you guys with me a little bit later, but there's this big rock and it's got my name on it and it's saying climb me. So I'm going to put my skills to the test and see if I can still do this stuff. I used to love to hike, rock climb, stuff like that. Anyways, much respect. God bless you all. If you want to donate, you donate. If you don't, don't. Simple as that. Much respect. God bless you all. Thank you for fighting the good fight. I am going to go eat first. Copy.
Lightning tiger strikes, predators in his sights. Bounty hunter's creed, what skills that only make you bleed. He turns down the wine, but he has the bloodline. He's fierce and strong, fighting all night long. He knows and strong, fighting all night long. He knows you're there as he senses you in the air. The ultimate super soldier of the night. Chaos within sight as his strategies will make you think twice. He is the killer inside. A nightmare to some and a dream to others. He cares for everyone, especially as long he is the player. Hunter strong as can be. He takes these fools and makes them see the rescue is near. Make a leading us in fear. Caliber is done as he turns to run. We the people will protect the children. Shadow in the dark, leaving his mark. Tiger on the prowl, hear his battle growl. Your time is up, listen here what to come. It's Ernie Shell, and he will put you in hell. Your time is near, do you feel the fear? Shadow predators fear him. He's silent as he kills them. Always face to face, ruthless in the chase. He is the man, and he will take down the stand. 12 is 12, P.O. You know your name, Jimbo. He is the killer inside.